Hey man, you ever look into flat Earth?
Introducing Fiddler's Point. This is a point south of me, southwest of me, where I filmed from in Bayport, and I started noticing some things because I went back through and I started, reviewing some of my old footage back from 2016, 17, and 18. Uh, Before I got my P1000, I was using the P900, and I just started noticing how things didn't match up at times. Things weren't where they should be at times. Um, we have these days where there's so much distortion, and it's weather distortion, I'd call it, because it's just the conditions of the day, the angle of light. I mean, all kinds of things actually go into creating these effects, which are actually pretty mind blowing because at times, this is a mile away, by the way, Fiddler's Point, a mile away from me. But what's amazing is that sometimes boats appear where they shouldn't be or where they should be, and it all depends on visibility. Now, if somebody wants to, bring up refraction, I think this first video here is refracted very, very much. And what and I have an idea of what it is, but I'm going to get to that in later videos. But I mean, you can see where this rock line is, and it's all just mirroring the sky. So you really can't. I mean, you could see stuff, but the boats that go by or the boats that get in this mirror, they start vanishing bottom up, and that's just because it's like a liquid mirror that they're driving through, which is the air. And the further they go into that air, the more they start um, vanishing within their own image. And then you have some days where, I mean, I watch these boats go out there and get so small that I can no longer focus on them, and they just kind of like disappear because they're just getting smaller, smaller, and smaller. Um, Now, this next one is really interesting because I do have the sun in this one. And you look at where the water line is now compared to on the first one. That water line is something interesting. Um, and if you look just to the bottom right side of the sun, down at the top of the water, you'll see a little object there. Now, what I think that is that's a couple of boats sitting out there, and they're so far away I cannot focus on them because they're just too far away. Resolution, I cannot get to this resolution because of the angle and the distance that this is at. But I'm going to point it out here for you, and then we'll see the boat coming through there too, and look at the water well beyond it. Also, where you see the first channel markers, sometimes I see them almost down at the bottom, down real low, and then other times I see them way up high like this. And usually it's when I have the best visibility. So does having good visibility mean more or less refraction? Now I've sped this up like 5 times just to get through it, but it's pretty interesting um, that from one day to the next you can get it. But if you think having good visibility is caused by refraction, I'm sorry, man. You need help. You need to go and do some observations yourself over long periods of time, which I have done. Um, Now here I'm going to zoom in a little bit on that, and you can actually see it and how far distance that actually is. Now, is there more being blocked off back there? Well, there's quite possibly, but most of the time I always say that when I'm standing where I'm at, filming Bayport, the, the water line is actually a little above that Bayport rack. And that's more or less where my eye level would be due to perspective. So again, if you like these little videos and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, so you can catch a lot of these. But I'm going to start putting together some of these little comparisons and show people that there is a difference between refraction and non-refraction. There always is some refraction going on or mirroring going on, but it would be way out so far that you probably can't resolve the boats just like this one. They turn into a little blob. All right. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Yes, and please comment on the video.